Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Tuesday, June 26, 2024. So glad you could join me this morning here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is simple. We are here to help you become a successful currency trader. Currency trading has changed my life. I've been doing it about 5 years, and because I like it so much and it's been so good to me, I'd like to share it with you. We've got some simple but highly accurate proprietary indicators, and I am going to show you one of the dozen different trade strategies that we have. When we train you, we will customize a trade plan based around your availability to trade and the way that you like to trade and how you think and what your risk preferences are. So with that, let's just jump right in and see what we've got. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we will get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
I like to break things down into, well, actually, one of the things I like about the program, we've got multiple means of instructing, the principal one being personalized one-on-one training, which we think, which supplements a series of videos that we have that show you how to train, but it's more than just videos. It's being able to have somebody go through, walk you through at a pace that's appropriate to you, and for you to be able to ask questions and kind of dig deep into what you need to know. But one of the ways we teach is we do these live trading sessions. Gives you a chance to see how a successful trader goes about thinking about the trade setup and what they look for. And by watching it, you can replicate it. I do 3 sessions a week, one on Monday afternoon and then Tuesday and Thursday morning. And then every day at around 4:15, I also send out an overnight trade setup. I don't do that live, but I send out a little video that includes how I came up with it. When you become a member, we do a live trade every morning at 10, every evening at 6. And then we have numerous group coaching sessions. And it's by that coaching and kind of going back and just going over the fundamentals again and again and again that keeps you sharp and lets you get better. I like to trade off of a little checklist that helps me stay focused and make sure I don't miss anything. So this is my trade routine. Every morning I like to restart my green charts so that they're fresh, the memory's clear, and they picked up any updates. One of the habits that I find that is not only successful in life, but provides great value in trading is the going back and taking a look at when trades didn't go the way that you thought. Why? And last night's trade is still open. We took a trade last night on the AUD NZD, and we had a sell signal, and it never really moved to sell. This big candle here is the gap because of the when they widen the spreads at 6 o'clock, but it just moved. It went in the other direction. So we took a sell on an oversold position. So when it doesn't do what I want, the first thing I do is I go back and I take a look. I take a look at what the signal is now, and do I want to change it? So we are oversold going down. 2 hours over is oversold going down. 4 hour is overbought going down. 8 hour green lines going down. 12 hour green lines going down, and on the day the green line is going down. So with this, everything is kind of going down, even though the 1 hour is kind of exhausted. We've got this image on the 1 hour. It's kind of like an upside down duckbill's head. Here's his bill. Here's his head. This usually means there's more down in the move. So at this point, I am going to I'm going to keep the trade open. It's only this is a demo account, by the way, but I do have this trade in my live account. When it gets back to break even, I'm going to probably just close it at break even. If you are risk averse, you could close it when this turns, when the 1 hour turns. But I'm going to wait, see if we get back to break even and close it. On last night's overnight trade, let's take a look. On last night's overnight trade, let's do it this way. We did get the move in the right. Originally, it kind of gapped down, then it moved up. Now I'm sleeping at this time here. If I been awake, I would have moved the stop loss up so that when it pulled back, it would close. Let's take a look at what the signal's telling us. So oversold down, 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 down. Day chart is up. I am tempted to just close this out at a loss. Tempted to close this out at a loss right now. But I'm going to think about it while we're talking. In my live account, I've hedged it. I've hedged it actually right in here. So I've got both a sell and a buy open, but I don't want to go into the hedge since some of you are new here, because that makes things a little bit more complicated. But I am going to probably decide shortly what I want to do with this. So it's worth going back. So last night on the overnight trade, we had a buy on the 8, the 12, and the day chart, and it did do that. But it didn't hit our take profit. We were short a couple pips, maybe 3 pips from the take profit. So the signal was good. It was just shy of that take profit, and probably had I been looking at it on that trade, it's usually a straight 11 pips. I probably should have pulled down a little bit and had the take profit be within where this wick was. So going back and taking a look at why trades didn't do what you thought, that's very helpful. So on last night's overnight trade, keep an eye on it. When it gets back to break even, take a look at the chart, and then look at closing the trade at break even. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. However, news does impact currency prices, so we want to know what that news is so that we can trade around it. And a place I like to get the news is forexfactory.com. Breaks news down into 3 categories: yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact. I ignore the yellows. I also ignore the oranges, but some people have these enter into their decision making. And I like to trade around the reds. So this morning at 8:30 on the Canadian dollar, they've got some information on the consumer price index. So we will not, I usually like to stay out of it 2 hours beforehand. So we're within that 2-hour window. And the reason I stay out of it is because the government already knows what these numbers are, and people who have access to people in the government can find out the information beforehand and trade on it. So I just stay out of it, because by the time our signal, our indicator picks it up, it could turn entirely, and then you'll end up getting stopped out. This morning at 10, we've got a red folder on the USD on consumer price index. So if we've got a trade that we think will close within the next hour or so, we can go ahead and trade it. But otherwise, we probably be best off skipping the USD. And then on the Australian dollar, this is tonight. So any trade that we take now should close within the next 1 to 3 hours, so we won't hit that. We've got a dozen different signals, and we will customize a trade plan to you. This is the signal that I like. I have found works for me. It's called a 10-point trade signal. I like to take it off the 1-hour chart. I like to be about 30 minutes into the chart when I take the trade. A trade on a 1-hour chart is going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, and my sweet spot's 11 pips. If I can carve 11 pips out of a trade, 3 times a day, I am very happy and doing very well. We need a couple trades a day to make pretty good money doing this, and we're looking for the trade to close within 1 to 3 hours off of a 1-hour chart. And the trade strategy is simple. We are trying to get the lines from all 3 sections of the chart to agree. So with that, let's jump in and see what we've got this morning. The chart I'm going to trade off of is the light 6 major. It is one of our standard charts. I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So I'm basically looking for situations where we are either overbought, the lines are above the blue line, they're oversold, the lines are below the red line, and pointing in the same direction, or the opposite direction, I guess I should say. So we're overbought, all the lines are pointing down. I want to get this run through the channel. And you can see 3 down candles, and I would have been able to get 11 pips over the course of 3 hours. So that kind of fits in line with what I'm trying to do. So here we're oversold. Majors are still going down. The minors have turned. I want everybody going in the same direction. Euro USD oversold. Everybody's still going down. So, can I make 11 pips when we're oversold going down? Yes, you can. It's just not part of my trade strategy. Pound USD, we touched overbought. The major green line of the major touched overbought. Everybody's going down, And there's three things I'm looking for. One, that we were overbought, so that we were on the kind of the north side of the line, that everybody's going in the same direction, and that the red line is crossed over the green, and the black line's crossed over the gray. The reason I would pass on this is I like to catch them before the green line reaches this halfway mark. So without that, I pass. Again, I don't know. I only need a couple trades to make good money, and I'd rather wait to catch it up here when it turns versus over here. I don't know how much is left before it gets to oversold and turns. U.S. dollar, Canadian dollar, we're going to skip that because of the news coming up, overbought, and kind of basically the indicators are sideways. Dollar Swiss franc, overbought, everybody's coming down, double cross. Reds crossed over, blacks crossed over. So I've got all 3 points here. There's a plus. I like to look at what the slope of the green line is. It's better than 45 degrees. I like the fact that the green line is touching the channel, entering the channel. I do not mind that the miners have run through the channel. I care more about the position of the green line. So 3 points here. I'm going to jump up to my TNTs, and there's 4 lines here, and each of these is measuring something, measuring movement at a different speed. I want to have at least 3 of the 4 agree with what I'm seeing here. So thick orange is coming down, telling me sell. Thin orange is coming down, telling me sell. Dotted blue is going up. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue goes up, that means sell. Dotted blue going up, telling me sell. Thick blue going up. So all 4 are telling me sell. So that's the second part of the test. It's in agreement with what I'm seeing here. Then I'm going to jump down to the pressure, and I want the lines either going down, and they're not, or I want the red line on top, and it is not. So I do not have the third piece of the test. The green line's almost horizontal, and is approaching rolling, but it isn't rolling yet. So I like to wait till I have the 3 pieces that I want. And I don't have this yet, so I'm going to pass. But this, on the majors and minors, I like this setup here. This is a nice setup. Jumping over to the dollar yen, overbought. Everybody's coming down, double cross. The green line is at halfway mark, so I will consider that. Nice steepness on the green line. I like that there's a kink here, and we're going from, there's actually 2 kinks in this line, where we're going from less steep to more steep, from less steep to more steep. So all 3 here. 2 orange lines going down. 2 orange lines going down, telling me sell. Dotted blue going up, telling me sell. So 3 of the 4. I need to have at least 3 of the 4. So my TNTs are telling me, confirming what I'm seeing here. And I have down pressure. So I've got a point here, 3 points here, and 3 points here. Now, my only issue is we have this news item coming up. When I see what I like here, my next step is to confirm what I'm seeing. And my confirmation is to USD JPY is to take a look at what the 2-hour and the 4-hour are telling me. And here, I want both the 2-hour and the 4-hour to be overbought. And here we're not. Here, the 2-hour is going, the majors are going up. Here the majors are going down. So we don't have agreement. I don't mind the majors going up if they're going up and they're overbought. If they're up here, eventually they're going to turn. So I don't mind if it's going up and it's overbought, but it's in the middle of the channel. So when it's in the middle of the channel, this is telling me that there's more up in the movement. And again, I like my rule is I want the majors to be overbought. I don't care about the direction on the confirmation. So we don't have the confirmation here. So we're going to pass. We're going to pass. So let's keep looking. We were here, so I'm going to jump. I've cloned this chart. So I've got 6 different currency pairs that are non-USD. So let's take a look what we've got here. Euro pound oversold going down, so nothing there. I don't need to look at the others if where we're at here based on what I see here. Australian dollar, yen, oversold, starting to turn. Euro, Canadian dollar in the middle of the channel turning. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. This guy's going down, and you can see our trade from earlier is it's almost at break even. And when this gets to break even, we'll probably close it out. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on that on the other screen. Pound yen. We're in the middle of the channel going down. Euro, Australian dollar. We're in the middle of the channel turning. So nothing there. Going to 6 more pairs. Canadian dollar, yen. Majors are sideways. What makes it sideways is the red line is kind of going down. Green line's going up. So nothing there. Euro, New Zealand dollar, oversold going down. So nothing there. Pound, New Zealand dollar. We just touched overbought. Everybody's going down. And we have the double cross. We're just at the halfway mark. So we've got 3 points here. There's terrific steepness on the green line. When we jump up to the TNTs, 2 orange lines telling me sell, dotted blue telling me buy, and the pressure's down with red on top. So this is 2 points. So we've got a nice setup here. So let's see what we have for our confirmation. Great Britain pound, JPY. No, that wasn't it. Come on. Great Britain pound, NZD. I could tell because the 1 hour wasn't what we were just looking at. Oh. Usually on my confirmation, I want the green lines up here. I'm thinking about it. So this doesn't meet my typical, what I'm typically looking for. But this is down, this is down, this is down, green line is down. Let us, just for the heck of it, I want to take a look at what the clean chart looks like. Let's see where the support and resistance is. So a clean chart. We're almost, this was from last night on the AUD NZD. We're almost at break even. We may close this while we're still on the line. So let's take a look. I'm going to crunch the chart up a little bit so I can get more Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And the more data points I have, the better the line is. So I am going to, this is kind of a little bit of I am looking for spots where the lines seem to naturally stop. So they stopped in here, kind of stopped in here, stopping a little bit in here, a little bit in here, over here. And I want to trade. These lines tend to be about 30 pips apart. So we're at the 207.03 to 207.35. So that's about 30 pips. So you can see it stopped in here, stopped here, over here, in here, here. So, and we're trading into a downtrend, short-term uptrend, but from here it's kind of down, sideways, down. So I'm going to call this a downtrend. I want to know what the trend is because I'm going to take less pips if I am trading against the trend. So then I want to know how much room I have to this line because I'm going to trade within this channel because you can see like it's bouncing here, it goes up and bounces here. If I try to trade through these lines, it's going to take longer for the trade to close, and I want to get in and get out. So I have a better chance of getting in and getting out if I trade within the support and resistance. So right now this is worth 11 pips up and 20 pips the other direction. Ooh. I think we can go ahead. Let's just go back and take one more look at it. Oh, it's moving. I think we're going to go ahead and take a sell, even though this isn't exactly what I want because this is down so steep, down. I'm going to go ahead and take a trade on the pound NZD. So I don't have that open, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and it's going to probably be in this third group here. Pound NCD. Let's see if we can find it. Pound NCD. Where is it? There he is. Pound NCD. I'm going to make it to a 1 hour chart. So we're looking at the same thing. Spread is 1.5 pips. Ooh. That's a large spread. And we're going to take it's already, I didn't save it. While we've been talking here, it continued to move. I'm not going to take a trade for 4 pips. Like when we started talking, it was 11 pips. Even if it went down to 9 pips, I would probably still consider it. But for a couple pips, I'm not going to take a trade. It's not worth it to me. The risk, And the other thing is, we're looking at the spread is 1.5 pips. So I got to make 1.5 pips. So I'm not going to take a 3 pip trade and give him pay a pip and a half to take a 3-pip trade. So we are going to pass. But that's the analysis. So this morning we weren't able to find a trade. But let's go back. We'll take one more look at our open trade from last night, AUD NZD. Yeah, we're down across the board here. So we're going to keep that AUD NZD open just a bit. And probably when it crosses this line, which will hopefully be on the next. Let's see, how's it trade? It's still going down, not that much. You know what? Let's just close this out now. We're going to just close this out at a small loss. So the indicators are telling us everything's still going down, but we are, the green line's at 0 here. It's going to turn soon. So I don't want to get stuck as it starts to turn. So we just close it out now. All right, gang. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. These indicators, if you have a chance to use them, if you haven't used them, I would recommend you do our trial. You'll get a chance to play around with them. We'll give you some instruction on a specific trade strategy so that you can practice yourself and see how good they are, and whether you like doing this. I find them to be terrifically accurate. I've been able to make a lot of money with them, and we're so confident that you'll be able to make a lot of money with them. We'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. So that says a lot as to how confident we are in how well these indicators work. Look for my overnight trade setup this afternoon, and we'll see you again on Thursday morning. If you need to get in touch with me, the best way is to just make an appointment, and you can make an appointment by going to forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. All right, thanks so much, and we will see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.